Hey travelers, welcome back to the channel. If you're craving medieval towns, snowy mountains, colorful cities, and forests that feel like they're straight out of a fairy tale, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the top 10 places to visit in Poland. Whether you're a history buff, foodie, nature lover, or someone who just really likes pierogi, no shame, same here. Poland has something for you. And the best part? It's still one of Europe's best kept travel secrets. So grab your notepad, your wanderlust, and maybe a snack. This one's going to make you want to book a flight ASAP. Let's start with Krakow, Poland's historic crown jewel. Imagine cobblestone streets echoing with centuries of stories, Gothic spires towering over lively market squares, and a dragon legend that's somehow connected to a real fire-breathing statue. Yep, welcome to Krakow. Wawel Castle sits proudly above the city, once home to Polish kings and now a jaw-dropping museum. Down below, you've got the main market square, the largest medieval square in Europe, surrounded by cafes, street performers, and the haunting melody of a trumpet played every hour from St. Mary's Basilica. Best time to visit? Spring, April, June, or fall, September, October, for fewer crowds and beautiful weather. Don't miss the Jewish Quarter, Kazimierz, full of history, hip cafes, and artistic flair. And of course, a sobering yet essential visit to Auschwitz-Birkenau is just an hour away. Fun fact: legend says the Wawel dragon lived under the castle and was defeated by a clever shoemaker. Today, a dragon statue breathes real fire by the riverbank. Because why not? Next up, Warsaw, the resilient, rebellious, and rising capital of Poland. You could say Warsaw is like a phoenix, nearly destroyed in Wit 2 and rebuilt brick by brick. Walking through the city feels like flipping pages in a history book, except one with rooftop bars and neon signs. The Old Town is a UNESCO site and a masterpiece of post-war reconstruction. Take a stroll down the royal route, visit the opulent Wilanów Palace, and don't skip the Warsaw Uprising Museum. It's intense, moving, and so well done. Visit in May or September when the weather's perfect for sightseeing without the summer heat. At night, head to the Vistula River banks where the locals gather for food trucks, concerts, and bonfires. Fun fact: Warsaw has more skyscrapers than anywhere else in Central Europe, and a mermaid as its symbol. Yep, a sword-wielding mermaid is the city's official guardian. Now picture this: pastel-colored buildings lining a breezy waterfront, the scent of the Baltic Sea, and a historic port town that helped spark a revolution. Welcome to Gdansk. Located on Poland's northern coast, Gdańsk is rich in maritime history and absolutely stunning. Walk the Long Market, where merchants once traded amber and gold. Visit the towering St. Mary's Church, one of the largest brick churches in the world. And don't miss the European Solidarity Center. It tells the story of the movement that helped bring down communism in Eastern Europe. Summer, June-August, is the best time for beach days and festivals. Take a boat trip to Westerplatte, or visit nearby Sopot for some beachy vibes. Fun fact: Gdańsk is considered the world capital of amber. You'll find it in everything, from jewelry to ice cream. Okay, not the ice cream, but wouldn't that be wild? Wrocław is like that artsy, quirky cousin who wears funky hats and always knows the best coffee spots. It's full of color, culture, and yes, tiny bronze dwarf statues hiding all over the city. The city is built on 12 islands, connected by over 100 bridges, earning it the nickname, the Venice of Poland. The market square is one of the prettiest in Europe, lined with candy-colored buildings and a beautiful Gothic town hall. Explore Cathedral Island and take a lazy river cruise through the canals. Best time to visit? Late spring or early fall, when the student vibe is buzzing and the outdoor cafes are open. Fun fact: there are over 400 dwarf statues scattered around Wrocław. Locals say finding them brings good luck, but mostly it's just adorable. For a change of pace, let's head south to Zakopane, Poland's mountain escape nestled at the foot of the Tatras. Think log cabins, smoky sheep cheese, and jaw-dropping peaks. In winter, it's a ski paradise. In summer, it's all about hiking trails, wildflower meadows, and lakes like Morskie Oko, a turquoise jewel that you have to hike to believe. Stroll down Krapówki Street for local snacks, or ride the funicular up Gubałówka Hill for panoramic views. Best time to visit? Winter, dekfeb, for skiing or late summer, ogset, for hiking. Fun fact, try oskipek, smoked sheep cheese that looks like a mini sculpture and tastes like smoky heaven. It's a Zakopane classic. Next one. This isn't a destination for fun, but for reflection. Located near Krakow, the Auschwitz-Birkenau Memorial is a site of profound importance and a must-visit for anyone seeking to understand the depths of history. Walking through the preserved barracks and seeing the exhibits is a sobering experience, but one that stays with you. Guided tours provide crucial context and honor the memory of those lost. Visit in spring or fall when crowds are smaller. Wear comfortable shoes and be emotionally prepared. Fun fact, while the visit is heavy, it's one of Poland's most visited places. Not for tourism, but for remembrance. And that matters. Ready to feel like a knight or a princess? Head to Malbork Castle, an enormous red brick fortress built by the Teutonic Knights. It's the largest castle in the world by surface area. Yep, it's massive. Wander through its maze of chambers, climb its towers, and marvel at medieval engineering. You can even catch medieval reenactments and festivals if you visit in summer. The best time to go is June-August, when tours and events bring the castle to life. Fun fact, the castle was so big it once served as the capital of an entire monastic state, not your average Airbnb. Next, Poznan. It is like a cool fusion of old-school tradition and young energy. It's one of Poland's oldest cities, but it's also full of students, festivals, and flair. Start at the Old Market Square, where colorful facades line up like a box of crayons. Don't miss the town hall clock. At noon, 2 mechanical goats pop out and butt heads. It's delightfully weird. Best time to visit? May or June, when the city hosts cultural festivals and everything's in bloom. Fun fact, Poznan is considered the birthplace of the Polish state. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal. Eastern Poland's hidden gem, Lublin is a blend of medieval charm and bohemian soul. Fewer tourists, more character. Wander the old town with its hidden courtyards and street art. Check out the underground tunnels beneath the city, and don't miss Lublin Castle, which holds centuries of stories. Go in July for Karnaval Sztukmistrzów, an epic festival of circus, street theater, and magic. Fun fact, Lublin was once called the Jerusalem of the East due to its vibrant Jewish culture before World War II. Last but not least, Bialowieza Forest, one of the last and largest remaining parts of Europe's primeval forest. This place is wild, in the best way. You can hike under ancient trees, visit the bison reserve, and maybe even spot one of Europe's last wild bison roaming free. Best time to visit? Autumn, September, when the forest turns golden and wildlife is active. Fun fact, this forest straddles the Poland-Belarus border and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's the closest you'll get to Europe's ancient wilderness. And there you have it. 10 unforgettable places to visit in Poland. From castles and cathedrals to forests and foodie havens, Poland truly has it all. So, what's going on your bucket list first? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more epic adventures. And remember, life's too short to skip pierogi. Thank you for watching.